should be pretty close. I really like this show match. Shout out to Riza. I should put this in the title one. Here's the map. Sponsored by Riza Owns. Does that fit? No. I'll find a way afterwards. Hungry One, thank you for the 10-month. Howdy to you too. So, Archmage Farseer
player's forces are under attack
against a super fast tech on Sok side. Nice to see him switching it up and show some build variety here. Starbuck, on the other hand, as I said, same game plan as it is against Pally Rifle in the beginning, or similar at least. Farseer, Wolves, Headhunters, and pressure, pressure, pressure. It doesn't really matter which human hero you want to hold low, whether you want to prevent level 2 and 3 for the Paladin, or if you want to prevent level 2 and 3 for the Archmage. The goal is the same. Do we have delay? I'm on Flow TV, so that is a 3-minute delay. If you spoiler, I will ban you. Without any chance of ever appealing this. Arcane Tower coming up. That's always a sign that this harass is done well so far. One worker actually dead. That is quite annoying. You don't have infinite workers with this 2-farm tech, and Sok actually not able to get another farm up. Has to hold the tower. That, of course, exposes the workers. Wolves take care of it. I think Starbuck is playing a damn fine game so far. The tech is running for him as well. A little bit later, as the 2-farm tech is basically the fastest you can do. That's another worker dead. And another. Sok is kind of continuing his weaker performance from set today, from what I can see so far. Starbuck is happy with the events here, surely. Down to 10 workers only. This will result in some massive, massive lumber problems for Sok down the road. He doesn't build a he didn't build a blacksmith. He didn't build another farm. He was overrun by Archmage and by Farseer and Headhunter. And look at this early tier 2 expansion. That is super early. Did not expect that at all. But with the early game so good, and only 3 footy here, and with the Mountain King still benched, and with the rifles only coming up now, why not? Mr. Riza, in my chat, you wonderful, wonderful soul. Thank you for supporting the scene with your hard-earned buccarinos. That is so lovely. And then, of course, choosing me as your dedicated caster for this, even though I'm not in the lobby. Pilot 1923, thank you for the 3-month. Or Pilot 1923. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I think Starbuck's game is going wonderfully. The expansion's at 50%. He deliberately delayed his TC.
Player's forces are under attack.
Which is then even later than the Mountain King and also a bestiary. Isn't it like super early for you? Like 7 AM or something? Good morning, Mr. Riza. Big battle for the last hit. Oh, Sok got it. Important for his momentum. The first 6 minutes of the game weren't necessarily that great, but boom shakalaka with the forest, with the troll warlord lasted. Fan freaking tastic. The bounty goes to Starbuck though. Mana stone tremendous. So far we got Headhunter, Headhunter, Headhunter. We're diversifying a little bit with Radar Kodo. And what's Sok doing? He's still on a timer. He's still below 50. Far below 50. And we got Creepcraft Maybe time for Sok to muscle up an army after the gruesome losses earlier. He had to rebuild some lumber peasants. Starbuck working on cement. Starbuck working on more damage. And attack upgrades. Sok, despite this one last hit, still under a lot of pressure. He's trying to go for a second base himself. No losses in this department here. More creeping at the mercenary, even though the item is gone. The TC is still hungry for XP. Like our second last sub, hungry one. He's also a hungry one. Hopefully you're less hairy than a TC is. Or maybe you like it that way. Then, whatever. Leveling goes well for both players as they are not interrupted, but the two big camps in the middle with the biggest consumable and one of the biggest fighting items or stat items both go to Starbuck, as Sok couldn't afford to push or contest any of these camps. Ring of the Archmagi, nice. Invo Potion and Ring +5 on the Mountain King. I think that's also pretty sweet. Rifle caster. No expo then, huh? Doesn't have the resources. Starbuck is scouting for it. Like, you've been so passive. What are you up to? Well, just leveling so far. Invisibility potion brought to the TC. Might be a little late or just perfectly in time. Perfectly in time. I don't think Sok saw it. And with that, okay, you're in position. That's not good for me. So is there any kind of advantage for Sok? This early expansion caught him by surprise. This caught us all by surprise, I think. Is there a tier 3 possible? I don't think so. Starbucks is doubling down on tier 2, quantity over quality. Raiders for more control to net this Mountain King, who decided to go for Clap and Bolt. Mauler intercepted. That's a big one, but the TC still invis, trying to go for the perfect position. Sok so far didn't see that coming. Nice illusion though by Sok. I don't think Starbuck fell for it, but nice trick. We got a Kodo marching forward. We got the TC in a surround, but he's stomping his way out. Well done by Starbuck dropping the item. Unfortunately, doesn't pick it up afterwards. Mountain King, TC, the two big carries. Radar. And that's the end snare gone. Huge stomp in the back. Sok needs to get some success here, but look at the supply. For once, it doesn't lie. Raiders falling. Workers falling. They are not much of support here, especially not after being wiped with the chain lightning. But thanks to longevity of humans in fights, thanks to priests, I think this is very noticeable, right? That heal has a bigger range. Gotta be readjusted a little bit to heal the right targets. And pressure is still on. Recovery for Starbuck should be pretty good. I think going for some retreat is not the worst call. He needs more mana. He also still got the heal scroll. He just wants his spells back. Thanks to clarity, Sok is doing a good job interrupting this. No surround possible. No. Immediately marching forward with that Mountain King. Heal scroll is necessary. Both players on one. Shop control has become increasingly important in Warcraft 3 in 2025 as AoE spells see more usage. Water Elementals would give a lot of XP, but we don't have this spell here, so you gotta pick them apart with Headhunters. Fascinating how this push is still alive. Sok with a good fight. Only now repair. Maybe Starbuck was a little bit greedy. Despite the second base, he's out of gold with the new round of units coming in fast. So how long can you keep this up? Invo Potion on the TC. Gotta connect. It's one of the last storms before the Mana Stone. The tug of war continues. Neck and neck fights. Oh, he might have a Mana Stone, but nothing to heal himself. Wanted to transfer the portal, but it wasn't enough. Mountain King, sick by Sok. He took some time to warm up in this match, but goddamn is this Korean human on fire now. taking the supply lead. Slowing down units 4 and 4. I did not expect this outcome. Lemus in the chat saying such bad position for Starbuck to fight in. Yeah, the headhunters were clumped up a little bit. Using this choke was nice. Couldn't get the full army onto the battleground, and that's the expo done. It was a nice game plan. The expo worked. It was running. The supply lead was real. Now all the gold goes into repair. Can he? Oh! I was about to say, did I talk too soon? But no, that would never happen to me. War workers all falling. Sok overtook him big time in XP. He's still so healthy. Man, what an army. Nobody has heal scrolls anymore, but Starbuck's gonna be supply blocked on 51. And here's the Stormbolt, and the TC, of course, carries the TP. The potion is able to save the Fastia for a little bit. He's still fighting for these 50 bucks. And if Sok slips a little bit here, that might be possible. But this Rifle Priest army is so powerful. Chad says, I think Expo should be on the right-hand side of the expansion. That makes it easier to defend. Oh, interesting. Then there's also a choke here, no? One tower, of course, could have done a lot to fortify this. It was a greedy early expansion. And Starbuck also gave Sok a lot of time to level up to 3. Maybe some hero focus? Is that the way back? I don't know. No resources for another base. That's Scroll of the Beast, not necessarily what you want, but we still have that X Factor Mana Stone. Isn't it smarter to attack the peons first, or what's the benefit of attacking the town hall? I think to attack the peons, you have to march into an unfavorable position. So you try to attack the town hall to make Starbuck repair, to then have it easier to attack the peon. Rifle creep speed, insane. Headhunter creep speed also really, really nice. So what we got? Unholy Aura. Something you can work with, for sure, for sure, for sure. On the other side, Endurance Aura. Also something you can work with. So both very happy. And we get heal scrolls. Starbuck still sees a win condition. We're gonna get these big battles. Sail Hayton, let's go, dude. 38 months, thank you. Level 5 around the corner. Maybe hitting the base is an option. As we have some long distance mining. Lumber isn't necessary anymore. Now a Spirit Lodge. Interesting. Against slow. Clap big. Stormbolt also. Get the Kodo for free. And the TP. Rex is gone. No more rifles. As we're working on a transition. Should be Shaman, right? Like Water Elementals are still so strong. Mountain King 5, Clap 3, by the way. Oh, that's sick. I thought I heard an invulnerability potion, but it was just invisibility. He's so close to 5. Oh, he needs level 5 so bad before the next fight. Again, Starbuck supply block. Also level 5 Archmage. Sok didn't see the lodge yet. But we'll only have one Shaman at max. 50 food only.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck took the time. Any chance for shockwave? No. No Tome of Retraining. No resources for that. Inventory is amazing for both. We see lots of invul potions. We see lots of heal scrolls. Now it's about positioning. Starbuck trying to backstab with the Invis TC. Sok splitting against it already. Here we go. Oh my god, he killed every single rifle was hit by that storm. Nice engagement possible, maybe. But what the TC can do, the Mountain King can do 10 times. With so much mana available. Who disables and hurts the enemy army better? TC, potions. Invul potion first. Needs some healing desperately. Any more storms? Any more claps? We're running out of mana and the Mountain King is surprisingly the first. He's hitting so many workers on the left, not workers, units on the left-hand side. But this army by Sok is still so much bigger. I don't think the heroes alone can carry this, especially when they ran out of mana. We do have another Chain Lightning, maybe for some kills to tie up those supply numbers. Hero focus! No way he gets this! Francis style with the Stomp and Snare and Chain Lightning combo. Now his TC gotta live, frees himself from the slow. That was big!
Town is under siege.
But we also burn through every single consumable. Starbuck fighting for survival here. But the rifle push is still on. Sends the water elementals to maybe deny some healing cells, but there are none. Shop went down.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, I thought this for an expansion, but no, it's just a shop. Insane start to the series between the two. Amazing harass by Starbuck with 3 to 4 workers dead. Good XP and good reduction of lumber. Then greedy Expo. Blade Master mirror image, huh? Interesting. Starbuck bringing in a new build or different build. Now I'm curious. I've seen this versus Pally rifle. Now he's up against Archmage. Sweet little claw to open it up. Blade Master wants to creep as much as possible. Archmage wants to use that time. And what the better to use it for than a human expansion?
Forces are under attack.
Quite the looker. Giga chat. That's right. That's right. I have a video with him doing some breakdance. I don't know if I can find it after the game. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Blade Master's looking for damage and tanky items to give more sustain and more damage, obviously, to the mirror images, which will carry him in the very, very late game. Archmage looking for damage, mana. Everything is good, actually. Against the Blade Master, you probably don't even mind survivability.
Town is under siege.
And it's a fast expansion by Sok this time. So from 2 farm tech, like super fast tech, to an early expansion, couldn't be much more different. But different map, of course, and different style he's playing against. Versus Farseer Headhunter, this is incredibly hard to play against, as you basically have nothing in the beginning. Whereas Blade Master, you know you got the time. Big mana. Whoo! These consumables are fire. Maybe not so much for the Blade Master, but for a follow-up Shadow Hunter for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
And at some point, Starbuck has to do something about this. Because if you let a human mine for too long, that's disaster for you. Then he can basically do anything. I'm still of the opinion. Oh, wait, actually, am I of the opinion that tier 3 human is uncounterable for orc? Maybe with the witch doctors that all has changed, but griffins still are the problem, right? As so often. Anyway, we used that time for a little bit of harass. We both got level 3. Sok has to defend, wants to defend. He's doing them chip damage here and there towards the headhunters. Go home, get new spears, oil up a little bit, self up a little bit to be ready for the mid-game creeping. Good body blocks, but Archmage has boots. 4 horseshoes. Oh, last hit before the creeps deny. Good eye sniper. Dude, Sok is playing night and day compared to Saturday. Really cool. So yeah, that slows Starbuck down for sure.
Forces are under attack.
But I don't think we have to fear the tier 3 this game. It's rifles defend, tier 2 running. And Starbuck is kind of stuck on level 3. With level 2 mirror images, wants to prevent level 4 Archmage. But there's no progress.
A player's forces are under attack.
$50 per map is an amazing idea motivational wise. Mr. Reza Owns is a certified genius. Only true geniuses and big brains can come up with rules like this. But yeah, we want as much content as possible. We want both players to be supported as much as possible. Let's go. It is a very early push with the Shadowhunter 1. Rest of the army not moving for a little bit, still recovering. And again we go Mountain King. That's something that's not gonna change. Tier 3 by Starbuck. Let's go. Oh, is it torrent time? Is it torrent time, everybody? Upgraded resistance skin torrent. We have sacrifices on the progress. With the Blade Master roaming. With the Shadowhunter running across looking for hex kills. Now there's some catching up to do. Annoying harass. Also good scout information. We got the nerfed and improved defense. It's still so weird. We need a word for something that's buffed and nerfed. Birthed? Neft? Help me out. Changed. Changed is boring.
A player's forces are under attack.
With the I think birthed is best. Where are Focus and Lin? Yeah, it's really surprising that in a show match between Sok and Starbuck, Focus and Lin are nowhere to be seen. I was wondering the same. Really good question. Keep it up. Nuff? Nuff is also good. SH. SH. Little bit of an issue with the Ogre Mage, I hear. Sok is creeping up a storm. We go tier 3 and yeah, it's not rifle casters. It is griffins. So while it's not Pally rifles, Starbuck still faces the issue of human tier 3 and wants to do this with his own tier 3 sapper. Look at the kaboom! That got a lot. Oh man, this not good. Griffins are coming. We don't have cement. Starbuck supply blocked. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Nice little plays by Sok. It feels like he got that big smile on his face now. And is just enjoying his time. There's a counter expansion, but whatever comes out of the totem is countered by Griffins. So we just go more headhunters. That's rough.
The town is under siege.
And Zeppelin plays. Ay, 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 ay. Add insult to injury. This looks like Starbucko is getting a bit outplayed here. Where was this Sok on Saturday? That's of course the freedom you have when a bestiary is lacking. Usually the answers to Griffins are either bats when the armor is low of the human, or Wyvern with Bloodlust if the armor is high. Neither of these units can be built.
The town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
I thought Starbuck is the best player in the world. Of course, Warcraft III Champion's not the best ladder. It's definitely the best platform, but the Asian players are playing on a separate server. And there are a handful of people who can compete with Starbuck.
Players' forces are under attack.
So we got Tri-Hero on both sides. Again, the TC not offering too much against air units. An Alchemist would have been fine. I guess he wants the movement speed first and foremost, and maybe some hero focus. But yeah, at some point, you're gonna run into issues.
Players' forces are under attack.
That totem didn't do at all. Didn't do at all? Didn't do anything at all. A little bit of stability. We got... Oh my god, these items are crazy on both sides, by the way. Sobi Mask, Big Mana Potion, Ring of Regen, noise. Triple Claw and Orb of Slow, noise. I love 2-base play, man. The glory of tier 3. We're gonna get Inner Fire Griffins with one attack upgrade, maybe even a protection scroll. I think Sok is in no rush to close this out. Starbuck's army is not that big. He got massive lumber issues. Ay, ay, ay. Saruk! Do me a favor. Don't shut it. Just ask away. If you're new to the scene, we're gladly here to educate you a little bit if you have questions. New people shall be welcomed, everybody. Yeah, we got Griffins, no cement upgrade. He's gonna continue harassing on these burrows. Starbuck can't go over 50. Triple heal scroll is kinda nice. I don't see a way. I don't see a way. Sok is going for more defense upgrades than... Bats won't be an answer. At the moment, headhunters are answers. But what if you get clapped too? Why is Starbuck on Orc? He always plays Orc versus human. Against the other races, he plays human himself. Because he doesn't like human mirror. So levels clearly in favor of Starbuck. Heal scrolls are nice as well. The walkers at least have a little bit of usage with Dispel and Spirit Link. Spirit Link can be good. But yeah, this is something. This is something that's incredibly powerful and obnoxious. Can he fight a fighting position even? Sok's just trading. He killed the Shredder that was supposed to save the lumber issues of Starbuck, but Isn't human one of the worst matchup for orcs? I would say it's one of their best. It's very 50-50.
A player's forces are under attack.
The lack of lumber, man. The lack of lumber. Can the Blade Master carry maybe? Inventory isn't that bad. Going for a Paladin, little bit exposed, but staff at the ready. What's the counter to Headhunters? Mountain King with Clap is pretty much all you need. You add some area of effect damage with the Griffins as well. They are strong. They counter pretty much everything. We got tower defense on both sides, upper left. But yeah, I got a feeling that Starbuck is going to lose this tower defense game. Alright, let's see how this Mountain King can carry. We got a lot of heal scrolls that can help Starbuck. Supply is somewhat even, takes care of the towers first. Some headhunters are a little bit lost here. Griffins are barely losing any HP thanks to the inner fire and all that healing from the Paladin. 2 more heal scrolls. Headhunters start to disappear. 1200 gold. You see the little shockwaves coming from the Griffins. Storm hammers. That's why headhunters aren't really the answer. But Bat Riders and Wyvern are. The human army on tier 3 is better than your army. And Sok is catching up in levels as well. The Blade Master unfortunately can't be the carry that he needs to be. Starbuck still fighting though. Any chance to recover? He is broke. Mirror Image is dodging some shots here. Clap wasn't that impactful actually. Shadowhunter out of mana, but still got that big scroll. The walkers are being torn hard with that. There's no dispel against the inner fire anymore. And Starbuck has to leave with his tail tucked between his legs. And that new base is coming up. Unfortunately, this watchtower will also be destroyed. How much gold we got? 2600 here, 1700 here. Starbuck's second base is lasting a lot longer. Sok realizing nicely that he needs this third base. We got 3 armor upgrades, by the way. This is insane. They got 13 armor with Devotion Aura, all the upgrades, and Inner Fire. How are you supposed to deal with that if you don't have an Alchemist? I think you have to go Alchemist in Asset Bomb. Have to! Or ideally, the game never gets to this stage, obviously. Oh, Blade Master, we need the big crits. It doesn't really matter, does it? That's insane. Mountain King is clapping away. He used the big mana potion before. So can he heal that Blade Master up? We still got the 2 heal scrolls out of 3. With purges, he might be able to pick up 1 unit after the next. Nuke on the TC, level 4, but not the most impactful here. Also got an Ankh. Starbuck is actually doing some damage. I'm surprised. This Blade Master is going to work. How good is enough fire? Like how much effective HP does it give? Oh, Invo Potion out of combat. 99999. It's one of the best spells in the game. It adds 5 armor. Every point of armor is 6% effective hit points. But it has diminishing returns when it's super high. But it is a crazy amount of damage mitigation. Can you get another Invo Potion? Yep. Not on the Shadow Hunter though. Mountain King back, full mana. Triple Staff wasn't used too much in the last fight. And Sok is denying an expansion bottom right. Love to see it. Starbuck smartly sends the illusions. He can spam that. Is it enough damage? I doubt it, but he gets confirmation and he's under so much pressure now. 1600 gold. Alt SF6. Really appreciate all the work you guys have been doing for years and years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 713 sub. Love it. I like the double barracks. Like, if you're committed to Berserkers and you're on a totem already, I think late game switch to Wyvern is too late. And we might be trading. Orb of Slow. Yeah, and we don't get the big last fight. Sok takes map number 2 as well. With Archmage 2 farm fast tech, he took map 1 against an Orc expansion. And now with the human expansion and more passive play and a tier 3 tag, he gets map 2. Ka-ching! 100 buckos. Farseer is around. Starbuck hopefully displaying the blueprint of how to play against Pally Rifle earlier. He's one of the best Pally Rifle player in the world. He is a Pally Rifle University adjacent member or honorary member, I think. So we'll see what we get there. Goal number 1. Prevent Paladin creeping. Goal number 2. Hurt the unit as much as possible. Goal number 3. Kill peasants. Because when you reduce the lumber income of a Pally Rifle player, he has slower long rifles and attack upgrades and armor upgrades and maybe even tech.
Player's forces are under attack.
We got burrows on the right hand side, far in the back, which is safe. Sok again going for a tower for more stability. Wolves are probably the thing that are most dangerous right now. What happened to the 40 happy match? Oh, you mean the one they played 2 days ago? Which was basically the World Championship Grand Final? That is up on our YouTube. You can watch it on our YouTube. What is... Baffling. Tournament ended 2 days ago. What do you think happened? Why spoil this?
It happened 2 days ago!
All the rifles hurt. We need a shop, but it's somewhat in the back. I like this position. Lol. As if everybody is checking every match every day.
A player's
Bro,
forces are
it was the most important tournament of the entire year. If that's important to you, you check it. If it's not important to you, don't complain about spoilers. Then it's your own fault. It's not like you have to reinvent the wheel to check a result. Starbuck going tier 3. Panda second is creeping for quite some time.
a player's forces.
And yeah, rifles are hurt. I like that harassing Fastier to deny healing. He's looking for some peaceful moment to use the region scroll, which is exactly now. And this is what the Fastier is supposed to prevent and to cancel, but he can't find him. Oh, that's a lot of free healing right here, unfortunately. But most important is the Panda can creep. Creep to level 3. He's gonna be your carry.
A player's forces are under attack.
We got one totem so far. Shop rather late, but it's fine. He didn't take any damage, really. So far, I'd say it's a very nice game by Starbuck. Yo, that position wasn't great by Sok, was it? Paladin has the TP immediately, almost getting the second kill on the rifle. Ouch! Blood Mage is out finally. This was the weak 7 minutes of the Pally rifle. I like
A player's forces are
how Starbuck intercepted Sok in the middle, so no pressure on his base. Why is Panda 3 such a big deal? So, heroes got spells, of course. And a level 1 spell is usually pretty weak, but a level 2 spell is usually very good. But you can't get a level 2 spell on level 2. Because level 2 is only unlocked at level 3. So you have to go Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, and only then you can skill up to level 2. And to make Breath of Fire so much stronger, you need that level 3. And this is why creeping's so important. Boom, there you go. Goes for Fire Lord to shut down the Siphon Mana and the Holy Lights. I think Starbuck has this under control, and for Sok, we don't see that tier 3 evolution stage.
a player's forces are under attack.
I see, so hero power spikes are usually about spell ranks, not about stats. Exactly. Stats are nice to have, but it's all about stats. Tiny Great Hall in Starbucks inventory.
Under
Wow.
attack.
Hey, Giddy! 10 months, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope your Age of Empires journey is going fine. Love to see you stream some stuff that really makes you happy. Gideon, now my partner in crime for the past 3 Rara Land events. I'm horrible. Who gives a damn? I'm horrible at Warcraft. I'm playing for 20 years. As long as a pit lord is slicing and dicing away, I'm having fun. As long as you're having fun, you win. Don't let the game tell you who the winner of a map is. Decide it for yourself. Change the narrative. Starbuck Expo up. Sok is trying to go for Griffins once again. And this is what I want to see. Starbuck's answer to the Griffins. It's been a beautiful game by Starbuck so far. He got the damage output. He got some sick levels. He does have the Spirit Walker out because they got Spirit Link. Sok's rifles do single target damage and Spirit Link is wonderful against that. Oh my god. Pally rifle getting destroyed. Pally not level 3, Blood Mage dead, and yo, this is how you counter the Pally and the rifle, everybody. Just like that. Just like that. The game plan is rather simple. Harass with Farseer, creep with Panda, destroy opponent in the middle of the map, Firelord to seal the deal. Beautiful. To every Pally rifle hater out there, grab that replay, print it out, put it on your living room door? No, wall, and pray to it 3 times a day. Map 4, everybody. Can Starbuck tie it up? Of course, it's still $50 per map, but it's also about bragging rights. And Starbuck, after that 0-3 at DWCC, is aiming for revenge for sure. Ring of the Archmagi for the Archmagi. That's quite nice. Thematically pleasing.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Sok is going back to Archmage. That Pally rifle experiment is over. Worker down. Denied, but down. And this hurt Sok a bit already on Autumn Leaf. Yes, it's all very insightful. If I could only learn control groups. Oh, we got Tyler 1 Smurf account in the chat. I see how it is.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, all these modern gamers that have an all army hotkey don't know how to use control groups anymore. Ay, ay, ay. Back in my day, we didn't even have control groups in Warcraft 1. So, Sok again. Oh, this time a 3 farm tech, I think. So we're aiming for level 3. Wow, Starbuck, big camp. Makrura goes down. I never know if that makes Soul happy or not. If a Makrura dies. But as he said, it's the circle of life. We go for the burrows once again. We got spikes, which is great versus footmen. But it doesn't help against water elementals and he's not in a position. EP123, thank you for the raid, mate. Good surface area on these peons. Oh my, he killed the water elemental just a little bit too late. And now Starbuck is supply blocked at the arrival of tier 2. That's the worst timing you can have because that means your second hero is gonna be delayed until the next burrow is finished. Really, really, really bad timing-wise. The defense was nicely executed. He was just a little bit out of position. Couldn't react in time. So many things done so well, just like a couple of seconds late. I'm not trying to brag, but I don't see how control groups are that hard to understand. Bro, we had Reddit threads this week of people complaining that it's too hard to install the game. Never underestimate what other people struggle with. Just be nice and explain.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ah, Headhunter. Nicely keeping range. Now he's between a rock and a hard place. Or between an Archmage and a Water Elemental. Dude, Sok's Archmage play is quite dominant today. Yay, 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 yay. For everybody who thought Starbuck would come back with this win now. With a little bit of momentum. It's so painful, dude. Loses the burrow. Loses the Headhunter. Loses the Lodge twice. Resources in shamble. Zzz. Fantastic Archmage Water Elemental play. Brutal, brutal game for Starbuck. All the momentum ruined. It's a disaster. So how do you get back into a game like this now? It must be high-level heroes. There's no other way than high-level heroes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dude, Water Elemental are such bitches. I hate this summon so much. Goddamn Archmage. But the leveling progress for Starbuck is nice. He's putting up a fight, for sure.
Players' forces are under attack.
Heal scroll in again. I mentioned this almost every Starbuck series, but his shop control is probably best in the world. Should have been a Quake player. Are there still big tournaments for Quake, or are they still in the are they in the same spot as Warcraft 3? Were there actually any good changes that are really appreciated by the heart of the community in Reforged? Yes! Reforged brought us War 3 Champions. And War 3 Champions is the best thing to ever happen to this game. Without Reforged, there's no War 3 Champion.
A player's forces are under attack.
Starbuck had a nice recovery, both at 50 food. Items are insane, levels are solid. We have Shockwave this time. So we go for Echo Harass. Now Chain Lightning would be good, but we go... Oh, Lightning Shield onto the grunt. Really sweet. Sok is moving away from it. That lowers the chances of him getting any repair done. Wow, I didn't see this attack. I didn't see this attack coming. Super well done. Mass murder on the poor labor force. Ouch. Mountain King is coming in. Clap in a way that got him some kills, but should still be very, very, very good. We're down to 4 workers. That's ridiculous. Really cool. Really cool move. Also the switch to Shockwave. That's what we missed in game 1. We didn't have the resources really for a Tome of Retraining. Now we do. And Starbuck loves the lames. Maybe 1 or 2 unit losses too many. But in general, he's back in the saddle. Mr. High Toon Toon, I saw your DM. You wonderful, wonderful soul. Thank you very much. Don't Force Me finalist confirmed. Starts on May 11. Second tier 1 online tournament of the year. Fire on! Hell yeah! Plus qualifiers, plus everything. Love to see it. Summer is gonna be hot. Starbuck with some nice wolf harasses here. Still one fight to turn this all around. One fight position, we've seen it on Autumn Leaves. Good scouting by Sok to see the bottom left hand side. Zeppelin is empty now. There were a couple of wolves. Water Elemental defense at home. So MK5 is still quite far away, huh? Can't say the same about Starbuck Zero. He made a great recovery. Dude, I thought this game is over after minute 6. Live, peon, live! Paul the peon lives to see another day. Beautiful.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sok, what now? You got some heal scrolls. Is at 50. This is of course a preparation for an expo down the road. Starbuck has enough resources. No tier 3 this time. At all, actually. Oh, Farseer getting caught while scouting. Speed scroll, disengage. We have heal scrolls, we have invo potions, but better be safe. Got an Ankh here, clap. Didn't do too much, can all be out healed. But good by Sok that he's marching across the map and is preventing that second base. Interesting that we got workshops here, even though not a single wyvern is there. Maybe in anticipation. And of course scouting to look for expos here. Feels like Starbuck is way better equipped than on map 1 and 2 for these kind of fights. And level 5 TC is massive. Sok pretty much needs every heal scroll on the map now. But Starbuck needs them too. Here's the shockwave! Yo, this is exactly the damage that we were missing in the first few games. Ouch! 2 heal scrolls and the TC has a big mana as well. Sok sees it. Any follow up with the chain lightning? Maybe it was ready. Missed the mark on that one a little bit. Couldn't secure a kill, but surely 2 heal scrolls gone. Region scroll is making up for the lack of one, but that was a fight over shop control. 10 seconds before heal scroll spawns again in the shop. Awesome! And that makes it 3 heal scrolls versus 1. With every heal scroll, you get closer to the win.
A player's forces are under attack.
MK needs 5, but where to get it? There's only 1 creep spot on the map left. With trades, I don't think you can efficiently trade against Shockwave Chain Lightning anymore. Oh, actually 2 creep spots. That's the problem when you don't have tier 3. Rifle casters at some point get overwhelmed by AoE. Mountain King pretty much where he wants to be, in the middle of it. Grunts transition by Starbuck as well, as they're a lot sturdier. And now, yeah, you just play that game. You just play that kind of game. Chain Lightning doesn't lead to any kills. Farseer far forward has an Ankh, so all that damage will be for pretty much nothing. TC lines up another shockwave, and this time the Chain Lightning leads to a double kill. Mountain King with mass damage, but it's all counted by these heal scrolls. Only one left. Farseer falls, but Ankh. Now you'd love to have another Chain Lightning, but mana is low. Mountain King survives as well, but Starbuck with a sweet fight. Lost 2 heal scrolls, but also burnt the other 2. And once again, the fight is over. 5 seconds. Heal scroll is going to be ready, and Starbuck's going to be at the shop. Who does it better than him? I don't know a single one. A single player. Such good timings. Need some Dispel or a Speed Scroll on these units now. Whew, that was dangerous. If Sok intercepts here, 3 units might fall. Mountain King slowly but steady crawling towards level 5. But he needs more trades. He can't take a fight against Shockwave 3 without heals.
A player's forces are under attack.
That is impossible. Sok, how you turn this around? You had a gigantic lead, allowed Starbuck back. Breakers pose a problem as they are not affected by area of effect. Or any spells rather. Okay, TC has an invul, shouldn't fall. We got 3 heal scrolls once again. 3 versus 0. And the bigger AoE spells. Good luck with that. Sok breakers, of course, don't do that much damage, but the focus fire is quite nice. Mountain King in the middle, down to 50%. Shockwave connects well. The fight quite disrupted. And we use heal scrolls now to negate the damage. We should, at least. Playing around the cooldown. Amazing Shockwave and Chain Lightning. So much damage. There's no chance for Sok at all. He finally gets the MK5. Okay, but he doesn't have much left. Starbuck licking his wounds as his front row disappeared.
A player's forces are under attack.
It worries me a little bit that there's no expansion anywhere. Region scroll, fantastic. So one player has the front row as they are not affected by AoE. The other player lost the entire front row and only has the backline remaining. We still devouring? At least one. Feels like we need 1 or 2 Kodos more and then we're fine. But yeah, Starbuck not having an expo is an issue. 1 minute of mining left.
A player's forces are under
Oh,
attack.
2 minutes and 3 minutes. Sok can very much still win this. If he cancels this Great Hall. And he will. Things are getting very tricky. No damage against breakers. TC is getting caught. Oh no. I think you can mostly ignore spell breakers with that tiny, tiny mini damage. And just straight up go for the casters. That's the way. But this is another 6 supply dying. Mountain King has an invul potion, has mana potions as well. Big question. Oh, Stormbolt. Invul. Ah, level 6 doesn't even need it. And Wolf still destroy breakers as there's no tier 3. Expo wasn't cancelled. Don't know who took that timeout. Starbuck. All right. 1:30 on the clock for heal scrolls. That is problematic. Voyage J, thank you for the sub, mate. 13 months, let's go. Oh, big lags. All right. But yeah, there was quite some units down. You can march forward for yet another breaker. Shaman out of mana, so they don't do much anymore. And more breakers are falling. This should have been the knockout punch here. Water Elementals not able to get the Great Hall. Sok not able to break through this choke. Starbuck holding the door. Killing his own TC now to trigger the ultimate to come back with full HP and full mana. Does Shockwave not work against breakers? Breakers are magic immune. No spells work on them. Yep. Full mana as well. The ultimate is quite good. Has a long cooldown. But yeah, it's a huge mana potion. Oh, but he might need that ultimate now with the surround. Uh-oh, 7 seconds. Oh my god. The Kodo can eat. Eat your way out. All you can eat buffet. Is that the way you lose the game? No way. No way, Starbuck. Holy shit. He bought a town portal, but it's too late. He needs an MK kill. He doesn't have the resources to get the TC back. Oh no. What a disaster, dude. Holy shit. What a throw. What a mega throw. I don't know, man. Maybe lags got really bad or something. But having that TC so exposed and Sok smelling blood in the water sees the one opportunity. Stormbolt surround with the level 6 TC and the ultimate is on cooldown. Grande disaster. This is not Starbuck's day. Goes for a somewhat forward burrow. I thought these days were over. Maybe he's protecting it a little bit with another building down the road. So same game plan as on springtime. Farseer harassed during Paladin creeping times. Chip damage here and there. That's probably gonna be the next 3 minutes of this game. From Starbuck's perspective, try to trigger as many holy lights, try to get some damage on workers, or at least for a kill on workers. But yeah, Sok seems a little more stable than on springtime already. Even though Wolf Harass is good.
Players' forces are under attack.
I think Sok was really handicapped early on. It's a grunt opener, by the way. It's not ideal, I'd say. Like, pure headhunters always seem to be better. But grunt loss early. Ouch. 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 That shouldn't happen, really. At least not by giving experience.
player's forces are under attack.
That defense was like 3 times better than on springtime. No deny here. More XP for the pally. And an earlier shop as well is never really a good sign, to be honest. But okay, damage is ramping up. Rifle slowly but steady in trouble. Tech is still fine. Are we going for a panda? Oh, he missed the burrow for a second. And now there's no unit at the tavern. Not squeaky clean. Naga. Okay. Interesting approach. Maybe a bit more tempo. This has been played by some undeads here and there. Haven't seen it too much. I haven't seen it on an orc side, I think. It's missing the big AoE. Still got like Fork Lightning, of course, but that will take a long time. Different approach. Trying to slow down units, pick them apart. But with the paladin far in the back, that's not really an issue, I'd say. Yeah, so somebody is celebrating that Naga. Okay. Getting a kill, but the deny levels are abysmal. Love how, like, it's a double-edged sword, right? Sok is preventing Starbuck's leveling. After Starbuck prevented Sok's leveling, level 1 Paladin should be an issue as the Naga gets the potion. Nice went of mana stealing, also now on the fast here after this little trade. I think this mid-game working out quite well. Worry a bit about the longevity of this. Interesting approach. The tier 3 strategy stays the same. I think you basically swap out Drunken Haze Breath of Fire with Fork Lightning with less damage. Farseer far forward, but can't really stand still to get the damage in, otherwise they're getting too hurt. Not too many Holy Lights there anymore. Went of Mana Stealing used to the fullest, and now the Siphon works out, and you transfer it to the Pally, and Starbuck has to get out, and he overstays his welcome a little bit. And now it's time for Sok to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
This should be an easy level 3 and 2 at least. I don't know how well this Naga scales. I've never seen it before. In a non-ladder match.
Player's forces are under attack.
Naga's so bad once breakers are out? Well, that's the thing with Pally Rifle. You don't go breakers. You go rifle. And rifle. And rifle. And then when you have enough rifles, you build more rifles.
Player's forces are
That's all you need. Since it's Sok, he can still go tier 3. We get an expo up now. We don't have a Torrent Totem just yet. Tiny first, no TP anymore. Usually you'd love to sell your TP, get an orb for it as a little bonus for crowd control. Not the case here. And it's a nice position for Sok to be in. Firelord third again. We got Fork Lightning up. That is lovely, but I feel like it's easier to drain mana from Naga than it is against the Panda. This expansion didn't pay off. Scroll of the Beast though, +7 on the Berserkers. Nice, nice, nice. Double heal scroll for Sok. That's a problem for Starbuck for sure. Invul potion against the soul burn. Yeah, lovely. If that was a hero kill attempt, it was shut down instantly. Turns it around on the Firelord. Scroll of protection. Kinda nice, but it's like, oh, you have nothing else available. It's when the barkeeper says that the rum is empty and you have to settle for like a whiskey coke. Okay. That's not really what you wanted. Headhunter's still clumped up. Two of these can't connect. It's a similar issue. Sweet. Shadow Melt. Similar situation that we had on Autumn Leaves. And we siege. And we narrow down this choke. And I don't think Starbuck can connect to this. Naga, double barracks, Berserkers. Maybe not the answer. This is a solid experiment. I think it's a little more proof against Griffins. Oh, he just guns it down. Is it siege damage or piercing damage? Adding no priest, no nothing? No, I explained this to you. All you do is rifles. Fork Lightning kinda nice. Mana Potion is also one additional Fork Lightning, but on cooldown for another few seconds. Supply is pretty narrow, but that's rarely a good thing for the Orc player. He's getting some money out of this expansion, and he might still do this, as Headhunters are connecting a lot better in this huge concave. Blood Mage a bit behind enemy lines, but Fastia is not looking good. Not good at all. Holy Light might be on cooldown! Zap! Oh, sick! There was Shadow Melt already, but he used it on the rifle, so it automatically jumps onto hidden units as well. Big brain plays. That was well done. Will it save him the game? A Paladin without a Blood Mage is not worth that much, but it's a lot of kills coming for Sok as well. He can go for Mana Potions instead. Exactly. That shop is a lifesaver. And every single Headhunter is deep red.
The player's forces are under attack.
And the Blood Mage is dead. One of the best heroes to revive from the tavern because he got siphoned anyway. Trying to apply some heal salves. Naga brings some items. Yeah, that was a big kill on that Blood Mage. But he's not fully mining anymore. No perfect plays anymore. And this looks like Sok's revenge. Firelord extinguished. Sok shows that he can win with the Pally Rifle. 4-1. No big revenge for Starbuck. After that 3-0 in DWCC. Sok recovers from the brutal beating he took from Happy on Saturday. But it was a nice series. It was a nice back and forth series. This could have been 3-2 if not for that throw on Tidehunters. But hey, things like this happen.